Hi guys, so I just posted a video and it says follow instructions, and I talked about, this is very important, listen, I talked about in that video how important it is to not just sit around and not just wait and not just let the devil take advantage of your mind and make you think negatively about yourself or think negatively about life, or make you think that you look silly for doing certain things. That you have to use your skills and your talents. And I did see some comments from people saying that they don't know what their skills and talents are. They're still searching for their purpose, searching for skills and talents. But let me tell you something. Faith without works is dead. A lot of us didn't know we had certain hidden gifts and hidden talents until we tried things. And I know some people are like, well, I don't want to try things because if I'm not good at it, I'll just give up. Failure is a part of life. Even those who have skills, we fail when we use our skills in certain areas that we love to do. We still fail, and we still have to continue pushing forward. No matter what you do, you're going to experience failure, and you're going to have to start over again until you get better and better and better at it. It's a part of it. It's no different from going to work and you're working for your boss, and your boss tells you to do certain paperwork, and you're not really liking the job, but you're still doing it, and you may have done something incorrectly, and you have to go back and you have to fix it. That's failure, but you fixed it, but you also learned from it. You received wisdom from it. A lot of us, we learn skills and talents because, yes, God may tell us what we're good at, but a lot of times God will put us in positions that we never thought we'd be good at, and we actually try doing things, and we're like, wow, I had no idea that I was really good at this. You can't just always look at something and guess if you're going to be good at it or not, because it may not interest you, because you're looking at it and you may think you're not going to be good at it. It may not interest you, so you would think that you're not going to be good at it because it's not interesting to you, right? Whereas if you actually try doing it, you're like, wow, I'm not really interested in things like this, but I actually started doing it for a bit and I actually enjoy it. This is actually really fun. This is actually cool. Sometimes you don't know until you actually try to do things. This is why it's so important to try to get into activities and get into different things. And it's about networking. It's not just about hustle. You get what I'm saying? And I know someone said something about they're not into the hustle culture. Hustling was really never a culture. People have turned it into a culture, but people have anything that requires you to work and earn a living and work hard and earn a living to be able to put food on your table. That is normal. That's normal. Even walking in your purpose, you have to work hard, aka hustle. Like walking in your purpose, you still have to work hard. It's the only difference is you're not doing it for someone else. You're doing it for you and God, because you're living your purpose. You get what I'm saying? This is where kingdom businesses come into, because God can give you, even when God gives you a business idea and a business plan, you still have to put in work. People have turned that into a hustle culture, but that is normal. That has been done from centuries. It talks about this in Matthew, talks about this in Proverbs, okay? This has been done for centuries. Look at what farmers do. They make food, they make vegetables and fruits, and they sell it to the grocery store, and they have to continue working at it, because if they don't, the supply goes down. So they have to continue planting, harvesting, growing, and giving it to the grocery store. The grocery store has to sell it to make profit. The farmers have to sell it to the grocery store in order to make profit. Hustling has been around for centuries. It's nothing new. If you have a 9-to-5, you're doing the exact same thing. You're making a living to put food on your table. The difference is you're not hustling only for yourself. You're hustling for your employer as well. If your employer didn't think you had the skills that were good enough to bring them any profit, they would not have hired you. So it is no different. That's why I said it's good to just try to look into things, network, find skills that you're good at, and put that energy towards something that's going to benefit you. Do you see what I'm saying? Instead of using it to benefit someone else. And even if you have to work 9-to-5, nothing's wrong with that, because I enjoyed a lot of my 9-to-5s too, right? Use the skills and knowledge that you're learning from that and use that for yourself into something that you want to get into. When I was bartending and I was waitressing, I used all those customer service skills and I used it to network in my own life. Do you see what I'm saying? When I worked at Victoria's Secret and worked at McDonald's, same concept. Now when I network, I'm more open. I can talk to people. I can engage. I basically used a lot of the skills that I've learned from that job into my own life. So to say that you don't don't have any skills, or you don't know what type of skills you have, everybody has skills. Even if you have to do something that you're not happy with for the time being, you have to start from somewhere, because how else are you going to put food on your table? So even if you have to work at McDonald's, or even if you have to work at Shoppers Drug Mart or a drugstore, like I worked a lot of places, you know, and even though I didn't, that was not what I preferred, guess what? I had to do it in those moments, and guess what? I still learned a lot of things from these jobs that ended up helping me later on. So everybody has skills. If you didn't have skills, you wouldn't have been hired. Do you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't have been hired had you not had those skills. Because in order for an employee to hire you, they have to see if you have any type of skills. So you working for these employers, they observe you. They observe what you're good at, your weaknesses, your strength. They know, okay, you know what? He or she's really good on the floor. They're good at organizing. You know what I mean? They're good at speaking to customers. And these are skills alone. So these are, if you're good at this stuff, and just because someone doesn't tell you, you have to observe it. If you're good at this stuff, you can use these exact skills in your own life. And if you don't know what your purpose is, or what you should be doing, listen, you can have more than one purpose. You don't have to have one purpose. God built us to have more than one purpose. God opened many doors for me that I never thought I would even be good at, that I would never even think about back in the day that I would be even interested in. It's just one of those things where one door led to another. That door led to another. The other door led to another. The other door led to another. This is how people have multiple businesses, because they may have intentionally just wanted to have one business, and then they realize, hey, I'm kind of interested in this. Let me see how I do in this area. And they end up investing in something else because they realize, wow, this is an interest of mine that I never thought I'd be interested in. But why? Because they gave themselves a chance to actually explore that interest. They gave themselves a chance to even look into it. Even if they never knew they'd be interested in it, it's kind of like looking into something, learning about it, reading about it, acquiring about it, and realizing, this may be something I might get into. It takes for you to actually get up and do research, get out in the community, talk to people, learn from people, for you to realize what you could possibly be interested in. If you just say you have no interest or you have no skills, but you're not getting up off your feet to do stuff and to get out there, how else are you going to know? Do you see what I'm saying? God never told me a lot of stuff I'm doing now. God never told me I was going to do it back then. He told me one or two things. And as I moved along on my journey, guess what? He started opening more things for me. And prophetically, he started revealing more things to me that he never revealed back then. But had he revealed it to me back then, I probably wouldn't have understood it. And I probably would have ran from it. So it makes sense why he waited till later on to reveal certain things to me, because now I'm more open to, learning about it, or now I'm more open and interested in it, because now I saw what other things that I wasn't interested in, and I saw what it did for my life, and how me just listening and to God, and me just being obedient and actually deciding to get into it, I saw what it has done. So now I'm more open to trying new things because of that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, don't judge a book by its cover. You can't just look at something like, okay, I'm not interested in that. You never know, right? You never know, right? So do not limit yourself, okay? Do not limit yourself, and you have to get out there and put yourself out there and try new things, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.